Welcome back to Habit of Culture. Today's topic is all about setting healthy boundaries to live a more balanced and peaceful life. We've all experienced the feeling of being drained by the demands of others, or struggling to find a balance between work and personal life. But what if you could protect your energy and peace of mind simply by learning how to set boundaries? In today's video, we're going to explore how the Swedish philosophy of Lagom can help you create boundaries that support your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Let's dive in a world that often encourages us to say yes to everything more. Work, social events, and commitments that drain our energy. Saying yes may seem like the right thing to do. It feels like we're being helpful, productive, and accommodating, but constantly saying yes is a fast track to burnout. When you're always available, always giving, and always taking on more, you eventually run out of energy. And when that happens, you're left feeling exhausted, resentful, and overwhelmed. This is why boundaries are so important. They allow you to say no when you need to, and yes to the things that really matter. And this is where the philosophy of Lagom comes in. Lagom teaches us the value of balance, knowing what's just enough, and setting limits that protect our well-being. So what exactly is Lagom? It roughly translates to just enough. It's the idea of finding balance in life, not too much, not too little, but just the right amount. When it comes to boundaries, Lagom is all about finding that sweet spot between being available to others and taking care of yourself. It's about recognizing that you can't pour from an empty cup, and that by setting healthy boundaries, you're actually improving your ability to show up fully for the things and people that matter most. Boundaries are a way of practicing Lagom in your personal and professional life. They help you maintain balance, protect your energy, and create space for the things that bring you peace and joy. So let's embrace the philosophy of Lagom and start setting healthy boundaries that support our well-being. It's time to say no when we need to, and yes to what truly matters. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. One of the first steps to setting healthy boundaries is recognizing when you need them. It's easy to overlook the signs of overextending ourselves until we're already feeling burnt out. But there are some key signals that we should watch out for. Feeling resentful. Have you ever found yourself feeling resentful when people ask you for favors, or when work tasks pile up? That's a clear indication that you're giving too much without receiving enough in return. It's important to recognize this and understand that it's okay to set boundaries. Constantly exhausted. If you're always tired, physically or emotionally, it might be because you're not setting enough boundaries around your time and energy. It's crucial to prioritize your well-being and make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin. Difficulty saying no. Do you often feel guilty or uncomfortable saying no? This is a sign that you might need to practice setting firmer boundaries. Remember, saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It's essential to prioritize your own needs and not overextend yourself. Overcommitment. Do you frequently look at your calendar and feel overwhelmed? This is a common sign that boundaries are lacking. It's important to understand that it's okay to say no and avoid overcommitting. Your mental and physical health should always come first. Once you recognize these signs, it's time to take action and start setting some limits. But how exactly do you set boundaries? Let's explore the principles of Lagom that can guide us in this process. The first step in setting boundaries is understanding your limits. Take some time to identify your non-negotiables. When it comes to work, relationships, or personal time, make a list of things you can and can't compromise on. This will help you know when to say yes and when to say no. Setting boundaries doesn't mean shutting people out. It's about communicating your needs clearly and respectfully. For example, if you need time to recharge after work, let your friends and family know that you're not available for socializing during certain hours. It's essential to be firm, but polite in expressing your limits. Saying no can be challenging, especially if you're used to being a people pleaser. However, every time you say no to something that drains your energy, you're actually saying yes to something that fills your cup. Start small by declining minor requests and gradually build up your confidence in setting boundaries. One of the fundamental teachings of Lagom is that balance is crucial for well-being. Prioritizing self-care is just as important as fulfilling your obligations. Make sure to carve out time for activities that help you recharge, whether it's taking a walk, reading a book, or simply relaxing. Remember, you deserve to take care of yourself. Once you set a boundary, it's crucial to stick to it. People might test your limits, but staying firm is essential for protecting your energy. Don't hesitate to remind others of your boundaries when necessary. Your well-being should always come first. By recognizing the signs, understanding your limits, communicating clearly, practicing saying no, prioritizing self-care, and staying firm in your boundaries, you can create a healthier and more balanced life. Remember, setting boundaries is a process, and it takes practice. Be gentle with yourself, and remember that you deserve to have your needs met too. Hello, and welcome to our discussion about boundaries in the workplace. Many of us struggle with work-life balance, especially in a culture that often values productivity over well-being. Without clear boundaries, work can quickly take over your life, leading to stress and burnout. So how can we set boundaries at work to maintain a healthy balance? Firstly, it's important to set clear working hours and stick to them. Whether you work in an office or from home, disconnecting from work tasks when the workday is over allows you to fully enjoy your personal time. Additionally, consider delegating some tasks to others to prevent becoming overwhelmed, and don't skip breaks in the name of productivity. Taking regular breaks boosts efficiency and helps prevent burnout. Ultimately, setting boundaries at work allows you to stay productive without sacrificing your well-being. Now let's shift our focus to personal boundaries. Whether it's with friends, family, or romantic partners, setting boundaries is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. How can we protect our energy in our personal lives? When it comes to personal boundaries, communication is key. Let the people in your life know what you need to feel supported, whether it's asking for alone time when feeling overwhelmed or setting limits on social activities. It's equally important to respect your own boundaries and let go of any guilt associated with setting them. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary for your well-being. At its core, setting boundaries is an act of self-care. It's about creating space in your life for the things that nourish you, while protecting yourself from the things that drain you. Now, as you move forward, take a moment to reflect on where you might need to set boundaries in your work, relationships, or even with yourself. Remember, saying no to what doesn't serve you is a powerful way to say yes to what does. Thank you for participating in this conversation. If this discussion resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a comment below. How are you going to start setting boundaries in your life? Let's continue the conversation and support each other in creating a healthier, balanced life. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, balance is the key to peace.